Gojo is alive. In the latest chapter 236, Gege Akutami just shocked his fans by showing Gojo's death, which has traumatized fans. As a result, they're not accepting Gojo's death. And of course, as a fan, I would do the same. But I just got some clues which makes it more stronger to believe that might be Gojo is alive. As first off, his head was still intact with his body, which means he should still be able to heal himself using reversed cursed technique. Reversed cursed technique starts from the brain, and we've already seen Yuki Tsukumo be alive without her lower half, while fighting Kenjaku. So it makes sense that Gojo also should be able to do this. 'Cause we all know Gojo is much more powerful than Yuki. And there's another thing that makes it more possible. In the manga panel we can see that half of his body has fall close to his body, and maybe using reversed cursed technique he might be able to heal his body. The second thing is that we've also seen Gojo respond to Sukuna after he cut him in half, as he reacts to Sukuna saying he'll never forget him with a smile. But yeah, sure, he might die from too much blood loss too. But the last time we saw Gojo in this situation, he lived. But we should remember that Toji didn't cut off Gojo's head. Next, it also doesn't make any sense for Gojo to say farewell to his friends in afterlife. If he was actually dying, shouldn't he be joining them instead? There's a point, right? This could most likely means that Gojo touching the death's door once again, but again he's returning to the real world to fight Sukuna. And even if he himself can't use reversed cursed technique by himself in this stage, we have Shoko and Yuta, the two great sorcerers, who can heal other people very accurately. And obviously, while all of this happens, Sukuna would be busy with fighting Kashimo, which means during that time he'll get a chance to heal himself, and this makes a lot more sense. Also, Gojo asked Nanami about his final moments, where he responds that he asked Mei Mei about this once, and she suggested him to move north if you're looking for a new side of yourself. Or else move south if you want to stay who you are. And not just that. We also get this random panel focused at a lotus flower. Now, this isn't really a random scene, because the lotus flower is supposed to represent strength, resilience, and most amazing that it represents rebirth. You heard that, rebirth. Manga artists always foreshadow a lot of hidden things in their manga series, and it always turned out to be awesome. Now everyone should by now be aware of the fact that Buddha and Gojo are connected, and Gojo heavily represents Buddha in JJK. And what did Buddha do right after he was born? He took 7 steps north and a lotus appeared below his feet with every step he took. Going back to what Nanami said, this could very likely be implying that Gojo will live, and will come back as a sorcerer on a whole new different level, or maybe something like that. Gojo also mentioning his father was so random. This was the first time we've ever seen Gojo's parents being talked about, and he doesn't even fully explain it. It's also extremely weird for a character as important as Gojo to just die like that. Instead of actually seeing it happen, we just cut straight to him lying on the ground. And what makes more true, that Gege isn't the type to rush things so far. Maybe Gojo's death is only last for a couple of panels, as Kashimo jumps right in is really absurd. Given his significance, we should have seen a full depiction of Sukuna battling Gojo, but instead, Gojo got off. As for the narrator already said he's dead, you can't go against that. The narrator also previously said that Gojo was the victor, and look at this chapter. If this really was the conclusion of Gojo versus Sukuna, then that's kinda weird, but we should wait for the actual chapter to come out. Indeed, this theory does seem plausible, especially considering the leaked panels. If that panel of him saying goodbye is meant for his students rather than his friends, it could change the outcome. In that case, it's certainly a possibility that he's actually dead, and gonna reunite with his friends in the afterlife. All I'm saying is that Gojo might still be alive, and ready to do a comeback like the man he is. Everything adds up perfectly, and knowing Gege, this isn't even a stretch. The editor's note is also supporting, as it says run, quickly, to Death's place. They could still save Gojo. Regardless, a fire chapter, and finally a dub for Sukuna. I know you Sukuna fans are sleeping well these nights. After months of enduring the memes, it's finally y'all time to shine. But still you can't predict the future. Like this video if you like my theory. And do subscribe for more videos like this. I'll see y'all later.